too dangerous. Like, because what you thought 10 years ago, it's dangerous.
But see when people do that, yeah, I don't really. If they said to me now, if they bring out someone and say, "Oh, China said this," and it's in 03,
yeah,
how I don't give a like.
You
I don't
won't.
care. But that's what I'm saying. But I don't see why people.
Bro, if I
And
said
that's why,
something...
just so to
Yeah, go on.
that's why you have to be self-sufficient. So these brands can't fuck with you.
Okay,
If they
let's
don't
talk
fuck with
about
you in
that.
the first place, then it doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Let's
Like
talk
you need
about
to
that.
build up your own fan base
Thank you.
and your own thing. Because I believe I could only get cancelled for something I said or something I done.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do nothing so egregious that you're not gonna want to cancel it
Yeah.
for. And if I said it, I'm smart enough to know that I said it and I ain't taking it back.
Fact.
Fuck you lot. I can make a video and explain what I meant and what I said. And if that's how you want to take it, that's how you want to take it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a slave to no brands. You know what I'm trying to say? So people that fuck with me, that support me, that want to come and sign up to my podcast, are still going to come and sign up to the podcast. When I announced that I'm going and doing a live show, people that want to fuck with me are still going to come and do a live show. When I've got merch, I'm selling t-shirts, they're still going to come and sell the t-shirts and whatnot. And any guests, everybody that wants me, going to have to come and pay me my fees and whatnot. So it can maybe affect your earnings slightly, but you can still, if you got a product there and you got a good loyal fan base and you're going through and you ain't done nothing egregious that's warranted of it, they can't fuck with, man. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying these big brands don't. They're not around. They don't run man's company. They're not paying man from week to week. So cancel me and do what?
See,
not give me money that you ain't been giving me.
See, one of the first things that I want to like, it's mad because I was on TikTok last night and shout out to Ginger J because he was like, "Oh, you need to get on TikTok. You need to get on TikTok." It was like, because I do the YouTube lives and he was like, the algorithm's better with TikTok and certain money. So I was like, okay, let me go see because I'm monetized on the YouTube. So I was like, let me go and see what TikTok is. 'Cause I'm monetized on TikTok. Let me see. So I went live last night trying to do some whatever, learning, people taking me through it. But like people start sending me gifts. I was like, what's this? They're like, it's money. I said, is it? I don't know. And then at the end of it, quick live, I looked and it was like $5 or something that I had made. But I was like, I was going live on YouTube at the same time, right? And it was the first time I went on it. And I was like, oh, I just made a $5 not doing, you know what I mean? While I was simultaneously. And it's like, you know, one of the first things I did when I came on platforms was like, how do we make the money? Whenever I look, so I just want to know, okay, how's the money made? Once you tell me how the money is made and what you need to go and do, then I'm like, cool, what do I need to go and do? What is it? You know what I'm trying to say to you? And I think enough people don't ask for that route. Because then at least you know what you're working towards, you get me? And a lot of, whenever I've spoken to people in podcasting or they're trying to create content, a lot of people want brands and sponsors. So when you rely on brands and sponsors, what you do is you effectively, you know, you have a muzzle on yourself. Right. Because they're only sponsoring you based upon, you know, being in line with their ethos and their values, right? Okay. And the moment you say something or do something which affects them or could affect their bottom line, now you can be gone. But if you had the bag from all these people, this is how you was living your life. If they take away the bag, yeah, all of a sudden now you know, how are you going to make your money? But if you built up, like what Margs was saying, you will build up your own thing, your infrastructure. Even then, if you work with the brands, you go in there, you work with them. But if they decide they don't want to work with you no more,
that's on them.
You go back to your core audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I look at this like being signed to a major or something, yeah? If you're with a major or something, yeah, cool. Like, you sign your deal, everything's all cool. But if it ends, yeah, man, you done your obligations, you go back and you go independent. Yeah. You still got your core audience, you still go sell your merch, but you got to do it yourself now, yeah? Cool, you should have been learning something. Or if you was independent and then someone came and said, I want to do an album with you. Once it's done, you're like, cool, you've made me more famous, you've gave me more platform, but I'm going to go back to what I'm trying to do. But I think a lot of people in podcasting as well, they're relying on, because a few people got deals and checks given to them, so, you know, but it's not always going to work the same way for everybody.
Yeah. Well, the podcasting thing's tough. Obviously, there's bare people doing the podcast. I don't know how everybody's getting it. I know, like, obviously, like, Spotify a few years ago was throwing money around to people, and
they're taking money away now.
Now they're taking it back away. There's a few other companies that's getting people involved. So obviously, if you had a platform, if you was somebody like, I don't know, a reality TV star or someone on social media with a presence, then there's some bread there running around for you. But like coming from the ground up and just saying, yeah, I'm going to start a podcast, and you're making a podcast and that, to monetize it, not easy, boy.
On average, it takes 18 months to 3 years to get monetized. So shout out to my, like one of my boys who got monetized, shout out to Fizz. He just got monetized. He was like, it took me 3 years. And that's what I was saying. I did it in 10 months, bro. I got monetized on YouTube in 10 months.
What do you need? You need a certain amount of subscribers and that, innit?
You need 1,000 subscribers, yeah. That one, depending on your on your reach and what you're doing on your platform, that could be a lot easier, right? But the reason they don't just do 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, long form content, not short form. So 4,000 hours before you can get onto the monetization. So what that does is, because if it was just 1,000 subscribers, you could, you know what I mean? People, big platforms could just get them to go there, but it separates the people the real people that are really going to create. Now, in order to get people to consume 4,000 hours of your content, whatever it is, what you're putting out, that's a lot of work. So I'm saying to you, and that involves people coming back. So you can't cheat that. It's work that has to be put in, and a lot of times you have to put in so consistently to get there faster. So most podcasts. So once you get monetized, you join a slight most people aren't monetized, and that's what I start understanding. A lot of podcasts that I follow, or that I'd seen before, I started speaking. Not everyone's has got the framework, because not a lot of people have looked at it essentially how to get it done. So it's like I can understand why you get podcast burnout by about your third podcast. I think they say about the third podcast, people give up because it's just hemorrhaging money. Okay, you do your show, right? You hire a studio. So if you let's say it's a couple bills for your studio, depending, you know what I mean? Let's just say it's 2 bills for your studio. What about your edit? You have to spend money on your editor. Cool, right. Yeah? You spend all that money on your edit. Cool. So you've done that. Your first show, you slap. Let's say, let's just be kind and say it costs you, 3 bills, innit? Yeah, and that's being kind, innit? So I'm saying 3 bills, innit? You know what I mean? 3, 6, 9, 3 shows, £900, 4 shows. It keeps going up. And every time you add another episode, it adds more hemorrhaging money. At some point, if you're doing that in a group, someone's going to be like, they're not feeling this no more. You get me? At some point, because they don't have the same vision, right? At some point, someone's going to be like, nah. Same thing with music. When, you have to hemorrhage money, studio, you have to engineer, mix down. You're putting it all that way, video, all these things just at the end. And if you don't have nothing come at the end, all you're doing is, it's a lost leader. You're just going to keep putting money.
It's one-way traffic at the start.
Yeah. It is. But
it's an investment though. You got to invest. You got to invest in yourself, innit? And you got to be able to identify whether it's a smart investment. You know what I'm trying to say? Like whether it's got the potential to do what you actually think it's got, and if you can identify that and just understand that it just needs time, consistency.
Why did you guys start podcasting?
Why did I?
Yeah.
I basically, yeah.
Was it off the back of all the pen? Because you had energy from the pen, you had consistent energy from that.
I done pen game.
Yeah.
And that made me. I took a break from music. I done pen game. Then I started doing music again.
Yeah.
From pen game, and then say that year and a half didn't really go how man wanted it to go, if that makes sense. And obviously, I'm still getting on. I still feel however I feel about music. I was in the position. I was at a point where I'm on like a crossroads. On am I gonna keep doing this kind of thing? Because I always like to plan. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I like to plan for my future and what I'm doing. So I started having those kind of thoughts and started trying to put different things in place. So if I can move away from music, I've got different things I can do. So I'm doing all that kind of stuff. And it's probably around that kind of time when man started inviting me up on podcasts. I think Keith from Free Shots invited me on Free Shots. Poet used to call me up on Filthy.
Yeah.
Made me come and do it. I've done a half cast with them and that. So I was just doing little guest slots. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I was doing that, and then them episodes used to always go dope. Like when you check their comments.
Yeah.
It's always like one of their best episodes, or like anything that I was on would always just fly and go off. You get what I'm trying to say? And people was always like, oh yeah, you need to do your own podcast, boom, boom, boom. But I just weren't sure. And then I think even around them kind of similar kind of times when Rashid reached out to man, asked me if I would come on a listening party. Okay. And I hadn't done nothing like that before, and I was still releasing music as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, you want me to go and sit down and talk about man's music?
Yeah.
And I'm making music.
Yeah.
Ain't got no views, no streams.
They were lining you up for that one, bro.
Ain't got no views, no streams. You want me to talk about Dave and them, man? Are you so sick? Like, he's sort of trying to kill me. Because I know what the comments, I can see what comments are coming now. I can see them now. I'm going to be getting flamed. You get what I'm trying to say? That? Who are you to be talking about these, man? You ain't shit, nigga. You get what I'm trying to say? Thought about it and I was nervous about it. That's probably the most nerve-wracking thing in that whole transition, because I was proper like, how am I going to do this? Can I do it? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've done it. So doing all that kind of stuff, and then again, doing the Free Shots thing, because I got on free shots bare times. That's why they call me the full shot. I'm the official full shot tequila. You get me? Like you get me? You got on bare times. And probably the last straw was going on their tour. So they went on tour and they was like, oh yeah, you should pull up. But obviously by now I know they're much better. Like I'm still close to them. I wasn't as close to them as I am now. You got to say that. So when I'm telling them, yeah, I'm coming, they probably just thought I was just chatting shit. You get me? But I jumped to my whip. I think me and Rich, and I just jumped and I just drove down, just done the dates with them. You get me? Went from Manny, wherever, and just done it. You get me? So I just went up there just to see how it was going on, how it was working and that. And then even one time, they were doing some interaction stuff with the crowd where they're getting texts and all that. People getting texts saying, "Oh, like, where's Margs, man? Where's the Tev?" And they're like, "Oh, what? You don't want Margs?" And the crowd's going, "Yeah, man, boom, up." And they called me up, come on stage. So I got on stage and just vibed with them, seeing it all gone down and all that. Then we came back down to London, and it was like, I don't know if they've done Shepherd's Bush or something. I can't remember which one it was. It was like 3,500 people. They're stepping out to meet Mills and all that. Everyone going crazy. I'm saying, like, these men are rock stars.
I saw this.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw this and I was like, what? I remember this. It was on social media. It was on social media because it was a big deal.
What? I don't think it was thing.
What?
Where did you say?
Hammersmith then? Hammersmith?
It was it
was bigger than... Where did
Digger
do his...
No, it was Royal Albert Hall, bro.
Yeah.
No, see, Royal Albert Hall, I've done Royal Albert Hall with them. This is late. I
Okay.
took it early. I've been with them from the beginning. Royal Albert Hall was like, we done that last year or something.
When I saw what, I was like...
Royal Albert Hall was mental. It was like 5,000 people when I was mental.
I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like from early, but I'm just saying, I've watched you. I've come Manny from, then I've forwarded home now, and I've seen you step out. And I'm like, I've done tour. I've gone on tour with Dappy, Fredo, them, and like I've done tour like stage and that. Like I've lived on tour. I just done it again, but not to say music. This is podcasting. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I said, and again, they stepped out. Every seat in the house is full. Here to see these man. They stepped out like they're moving like rappers, bro. I'm saying these men are rock stars. Like this is cold. And I'm saying like, forget the whole podding and sitting there and talking with the table. I'm saying I like tangible things like real life. I'm saying this I can fuck with. You know what I'm trying to say? So they've shown me the blueprint. I've seen the vision. I've seen what can happen, what you can do, innit? And I'm saying this I can fuck with this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like regardless, if I don't do no music, I can fuck with this. This is lit. All right, cool. I just need to work out what I'm doing for myself now. Yeah. So I had to just, all right, cool, I need to do a pod. And I just started sitting down thinking, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do? What's it going to be like? What do I like? The podcast that I like was, well, free shots. I used to listen to free shots, so I like it a lot, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? That, so I had to find a way to be like them, but differentiate, be different one-on-one, or just try to work out what I'm going to do. Yeah. Then when I decided who I'm doing it with, and it was then I said, you know what, for real, it's Luz. He was in prison. So when he phoned me, I'm saying, look, when you come home, I've got something for you. This is what we're doing. You get me? So we just had to just try it and just stick it and just see if it works. Just throw against the wall and just see what sticks. So we come home and then we just patterned up, came up with a name and all that kind of stuff, and just got obviously I know Brent through free shots and all that, so just patterned everything up and just said, yeah, we're just gonna try it and just do it, and it's just been working. And lockdown catapulted us like this. Huh? Like
all you podcast, everyone that set up podcasts and stuff in lockdown. What you had?
You know what the killer is, yeah? I was in one jail, yeah, but I was kind of up north. A couple man like who know what's going, who had been in DCAT clearly for long enough. They say, nah, man, like Regans are doing their thing. But I'm like, I just got DCAT. I don't care about nothing. I'm thinking about touching the roads. But then, when man just got to jail, I don't really know no one like that. You know what I'm saying? But then one day the youth showed me, it's like, look. So I've seen it. So I'm like, cool. Dope. Started watching a couple episodes. So the man, them are really moving cold. Yeah. But then man moved jail, didn't have no more. And then I went Coldenly. That's when I realized, and Coldenly's just got the hood. It's like a hood jail.
Yeah.
So, and the way the man them was repping the thing in there, it's mad. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. Crazy. Like, if jail could count as views, then bro, the jail has helped us a lot, solidified us in the streets, and it's always good because when people talk to their man on the road and their niggas in jail, that gives you a connection to the streets. Like these man in the prison are talking about this, and then also them man gotta come home. Yeah, they're gonna come home with that same energy. This is what they're doing. You get me? And the main thing was that
lockdown came on, the government said he's got to shut down all the buildings. No one can't work. And I'm saying every man and his dog started doing the Zoom thing.
Yeah.
Joe Budden and all that. Like, everybody, started doing the Zoom thing because you can't work at home no more. You can't work together. It's a pandemic. Everybody's stuck at home. Brent shut the studio down, and I was just like, I don't like this Zoom thing. I shouted Brent. I'm saying, what would you film? Remember, we're not like that, innit? But I'm saying, what if I come get you and pattern up? Will you film my house? He's like, yeah, I don't mind. I said, all right, cool. So we ain't shutting this down, man. So for every week, we just went and got Brent, bring the studio set up to my yard in my front room, and we filmed in my front room. Yeah. So when everybody's at home on lockdown, watching people do the Zoom square thing in their cameras, they're watching me and Moods. Bun weed, shoulder to shoulder. Laughing. What are you telling me? Yeah, man, make sure you stay home, you know. Stay home.